Ways to wire an electric guitar. This is one of the simplest. We'll go over why I got rid of the volume and tone controls, and why you might want to also. If you want to hear how it sounds, click on the channel and look for the review of the Artec pickups. There is no playing in this video. After seeing the back and now this, you can see the first reason why I got rid of the controls. I was changing pickups, which meant unsoldering then soldering. There is no access panel on the back. Everything goes through the F-hole. Why bother? One reason you can't see right now is the quality of the wiring harness. At this writing, a name brand wiring harness sells for about $150. Lesser wiring harnesses sell for about $25 to $30. I paid $7 for mine in 2016. As I pulled it out of the guitar, the wires started coming undone. It wasn't worth the time or effort to figure out something that would fail again. Volume and tone controls are unnecessary holdovers from the early days when amplifiers didn't have any controls. Most of them didn't even have on-off switches. You just plugged them in. Recording sessions often run with instruments wide open. I know a former recording engineer who used to adjust everything at the amp. It was a reliable way of working with a bass line and as few adjustments as possible. If you're wondering why I was changing the pickups, that goes back to when I built the guitar. The body doesn't have holes for mounting a bridge. I don't have the equipment to drill that precisely. So, I have a floating bridge held in place by string tension. I started with a wooden archtop bridge, then switched later to a Django or Machiavelli bridge. Bridges like this don't do well with pull pieces. The strings move around a bit and sounds are lost. The best pickup for the guitar with the floating bridge has rails. It took a long time to figure that out. If you're wondering about the wire, that's a ground I mounted after I found that there was static. A pro would find a way to fix it that looks better. As it is, these pickups have 5 wires, including 2 grounds. It's beyond what I know. If you're wondering why you might want to wire your pickups directly to the 3-way switch, or better yet, directly to the output jack, the answer is simplicity. Wiring diagrams are a mess. Many guitars have optional 50s wiring, 60s wiring, modern wiring, and all sorts of modifications. The variations and all the back and forth on the forums tells me that none of them ever worked out very well. It's the type of thing that should have been on a circuit board at least 40 years ago. Another reason is the wide open sound. Your pickups will hit the amp or the board with their full potential. Even active pickups don't generate much electricity, and muffling the sound before it even leaves the guitar doesn't make a lot of sense. Before you do this, you might want to consider some reasons why eliminating your controls could be a bad idea. First, it might go against what you like to do. Old tech is a hobby for many guitarists. I don't have the patience for things like potentiometers or tubes, but not everyone feels the same way. If your idea of fun is working on a Jazzmaster or a pre-war Gibson, then this simple approach isn't for you. Another reason why throwing away most of your wiring could be a bad idea is originality. I bought cheap parts and built this guitar as a learning experience. On one hand, it was never original. On the other, it's original as long as I'm the one working on it. In any case, maintaining the value and history are not considerations. If your guitar is even slightly valuable or historic, throwing away parts could be a big mistake. Finally, you might play in a situation where having such a simple guitar won't work. Some recording engineers will want you to make adjustments. If you play live and you're far from your amp, using your guitar's controls is the only way you can make adjustments. When I play live, I'm sitting next to the amp, so this isn't an issue. And that's all. Would removing the volume and tone controls be a good idea for you? Let us know in the comments below.